Goethe Institute, in collaboration with Siegel Books, brings to its friends and associates contemporary German language literature in English. This series of books has been edited by Naveen Kishore, founder of Siegel Books. The book covers have been designed by Sunandini Banerjee. Goethe Institute, Maximula Bhavan, Mumbai is pleased to present excerpts from select English translations in the form of short films created by Readings in the Shed. These books and many more are available in Goethe Institute's free digital library online.
How does life come about? This is a question that has occupied my mind from an early age. Is life identical to time, which passes inescapably but mysteriously? Is life made up of countless microscopic pieces of time? Strange, though, that we can never catch it in the act. It escapes the watching eye and the diligently noting hand, and in the end it has assembled itself behind our backs according to our unspoken needs. Heavy with stories, life signifies that it is more than the sum of its moments, more than the sum of all its days. At some point, these everyday moments and days change shape into time lived, into fate, into a lifetime. 27 September 2001. I'm woken up by a loud voice that says, "A rip in the fabric of time." I listen to the echo of the voice, delighted at the truth it speaks, before I become aware of where I am. It is early morning and I'm lying in bed. The more reality my consciousness reluctantly permits, the more the feeling of delight wanes. I have learned that truth does not make us happy, because truth alone has no effect. I sit up and pull back the curtain. A grey day like all grey days since the 11th of September. Gerd is already in the kitchen. "Coffee or tea?" he asks. "Tea." We sit taciturn at the breakfast table. Gerd has made his beloved grains, buckwheat oats. We pass the pages of the newspaper across the table with terse comments. Bin Laden, the world's most wanted man, is allegedly gone underground. The Germans take over the command of the New Macedonian mission. Peres and Arafat resolve a new security cooperation. The DAX, which had plummeted over the past few days, has recovered somewhat. This, I think, is the most important news item, the normality for which the global players aim. Because we're all in the same boat, and like it or not, its course determined by the stock markets. It is almost 10 o'clock when I put aside the newspaper, tidy the kitchen, take the washing out of the washing machine and hang it up in the bathroom. All the tasks that make up fabric of everyday life, and in their sum, the fabric of time. Tasks that bother me in every day because they allegedly keep me from my actual work. Yet, the older I get, they also satisfy me every day. Precious everyday life. Once I've made the beds, I sit on the edge of the bed and flick through the doctoral book in search of a particular sentence that finally catches my eye. No writer can reproduce the real texture of living life. I note this down with the grim satisfaction with which a patient would listen to a doctor's hopeless diagnosis, as if I hadn't already known that for years. How many years? Impossible to say. Some insights reach you distributed across time, in homeopathic doses, like a sly maneuver of the mental defense system so as to not wipe out your ability to work at one fell swoop. 27 September 2011. Wake up from a dream at 3 in the morning. Before me lie 3 dead bodies, all foreigners. One of them is me, unrecognizable. Have the feeling I've been shot in the temples. It ties in with something I had heard or read previously. The second bed is missing. Every time I have to get used to being alone in the bedroom. I read a few pages of the book about Estella Canto's relationship to Borges. I didn't know Borges was infertile, for mental reasons, not least due to his domineering mother. Find the right position for sleeping. It takes time and strategy since I've been out of hospital. There's one position in which I'm not in pain. Decide not to go to the toilet chair yet, but an hour later have to go. It is a sensitive operation. I take the second half of Stilnox tablet and manage to sleep until almost 8. This life between bed and chair has gone on now for 2 weeks. In between terrible pain, which is now doped slightly using stronger pain patches. I have great doubts about how this is to go on. Second half of last night, I read a few pages several times and slept in between, to my surprise. I wake up shortly before 8 and look for something to read that doesn't weigh me down too much. Easily done. As always, a certain fear of the pain when I get up. Nurse annoyed me to begin with, but I've got used to her now. She's very zealous. Toilet, washing, dressing, in the bathroom. One gets used to this child's status, though with difficulty. But the other person is a nurse. Breakfast? Egg on bread. Since they increased the pain patches, my appetite seems to be waning again. Ate a very few peas. Coalition has only one vote majority in Berlin City Parliament.